Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today on the Winning for Life show. Winning for Life show brings you wisdom and inspiration for an extraordinary future. When we all do better, the world is a better place. My name is Steve Harvey, and I'm stepping in for my good friend Wolfgang Sonnenburg, who is unfortunately unable to be here today. But knowing Wolfgang, he's certainly not lying in bed feeling sorry for himself. Instead, he's undoubtedly searching for the silver lining in his current situation. This perfectly sets the stage for our discussion today. The gift of finding the good in every situation. This is something that I feel is integral to winning for life. Welcome to 2025, a year not just for setting goals, but for truly winning for life. This concept goes beyond the typical checklist of achievements and dives into living a life that sprinkles love, joy, and purpose in every moment. It's about embracing a mindset grounded in the wisdom of Ubuntu, which teaches us that we are all interconnected, growing and thriving together. Love transcends traditional boundaries. It's a state of being that enhances one's perception of the world, making everything from the cashier to a morning cup of coffee appear extraordinarily wonderful. I'm sure you will agree, as we look toward the future, people are yearning for more than just accomplishments or tangible successes. The shift from winning in life to winning for life signifies a deeper quest for fulfillment, purpose, and holistic well-being. Let's explore what this means and the vital tools and mindsets involved. Winning in life is often characterized by achieving specific goals, like professional success, financial stability, or physical health. And while these achievements are important, it can be transient and may not address deeper desires for meaning and connection. Winning for life starts with your mind. But it's not just about positive thinking, but about achieving a balanced perception of the world around you and living according to your own hierarchy of values. When John Milton said that the mind can make a heaven of a hell of a heaven, what he was saying is that an event is what you make of it. You can make a heaven out of a hell, or a hell out of a heaven, based on your perceptions. Every event has an equal benefit and drawback. And this perspective helps us balance our outlook, embracing both ups and downs as opportunities for growth. It's this balanced perception that William James highlighted, the idea that by altering our perceptions and attitudes, we can profoundly transform our lives. Finding the good in every situation happens when we focus on shifting perceptions. When I work with clients, I guide them to see both sides of every situation, empowering them to steer their lives with intention. Imagine becoming the captain of your ship, charting your course with confidence, authenticity, and inspiration. This approach helps individuals become leaders in their own lives, influencing their paths with purpose and authenticity. There's a lot of discussion about finding the right direction. Many ponder over which path to pursue and deliberate over decisions they need to make. Concerns about doing the right thing often surface. What is our true purpose? Are we on the right path with this purpose? Are we fulfilling our intended role? If not, what path should we consider taking? To address all of these questions, perhaps we should ask ourselves a single, profound question. What truly matters in our lives? Upon reflection, we may discover that the moments with the deepest meaning and importance are those when we have given or received love. These are the times we recognize the presence of love, when we are enveloped in its all-encompassing embrace. Indeed, the quest for meaning, purpose, and direction often finds its answer in the gift of love. Now, while it may seem incredibly simple, isn't it love that we ultimately seek? When we feel empty, isn't it the awareness of love that we find missing? Is not our endless search driven by the desire to catch glimpses of this immense power? Love is the lens through which we discover the gifts in every situation. It's a gentle force that guides us to see beyond our immediate reactions and judgments. Love softens our resistance and opens our hearts to the potential for growth and understanding inherent in each moment. When we approach life's challenges with love, we transform our perspective. Love allows us to embrace what initially appears difficult or unpleasant, inviting us to delve deeper into the experience. By doing so, we uncover the hidden gifts, the lessons, and the opportunities that lie beneath the surface. With love, we view each situation as a stepping stone towards greater awareness and compassion. It shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is present, empowering us to appreciate the nuances and richness of our experiences. Love encourages us to trust that there is a purpose and a gift, even in the most trying times. As we cultivate love within, it radiates outwards, influencing how we interact with the world. We become more accepting of ourselves and others, fostering connections that are rooted in empathy and understanding. This love-driven perspective enriches our journey and illuminates the path to healing and fulfillment. Love encompasses everything. It is the harmony of opposing forces, embracing peace and conflict, good and bad, highs and lows, joy and sorrow, and every other pair of opposites. We exist in a world where chaos and order coexist, both contributing to a universal expression of love. By appreciating this balance and being grateful for all that exists and all that does not, our minds find equilibrium and our hearts open to experience life in its entirety. Ultimately, love is the key to finding peace and contentment, regardless of life's circumstances. By allowing love to guide us, we align with our true purpose and experience the profound joy of recognizing the gifts that life continually offers. Certainly you will agree that life is filled with unexpected twists and turns, moments we'd rather avoid or resist. Yet, within each challenge lies an opportunity, a hidden gift that can transform our perspective and propel us forward. So how can we learn to see beyond the surface, embrace what life's offering, and unlock the true potential within each experience? I believe we need to let go of the pursuit of happiness and cherish the present moment and all that you have right now. Beyond the temporary feeling often labeled as happiness lie the enduring and deeply satisfying emotions of gratitude and love. True fulfillment arises from recognizing the magnificence of life exactly as it is in this moment. Understand that life will always encompass a balance of highs and lows, goods and bads, joys and sorrows, support and challenge. And when you love and appreciate the world as it is and embrace the balance of opposites that life presents, life offers you even more reasons to feel love and gratitude. The gift of seeing the gift in each situation. There are many situations that we have found difficult. There are many situations we have sought to avoid and resist. There are some things that have happened that we have been unable to see any purpose for. They have confused us, annoyed us, angered us, and made us fearful. There are many situations that we have judged as boring and useless. We have judged that certain situations shouldn't have happened, should not happen, and should not continue to happen. If a situation has not gone our way, we have been unhappy and have resisted it. If things weren't going our way, then we failed to see the purpose of them. We may avoid, we may resist, we may try to change, and we may judge whatever happens to us. But in all these things, we are not open to seeing the gift in these situations. The gift of seeing the gift in each situation allows us to see that whatever happens is in our best interest. This gift gets our judgment out of the way so that the best can occur and be given to us. The true gift that is present in any situation will always be to see love beyond what appears to be happening. The gift of seeing the gift in all situations takes us beyond appearances to the real truth and purpose beyond what we perceive. This gift heals our judgments, our conclusions, our fears, and all that we have sought to be right about. If we are focused on how things should be in all situations, we will be frustrated and unhappy with what is happening. If we look for the gift in each situation, then we are open to healing, to peace, and to acceptance of the gift that is truly here. The gift of seeing the gift makes it even simpler, for it is the reminder that this gift is given, and by ourselves we have been unable to see the gift in most situations. If we are looking with condemnation, we will see nothing to be grateful for. If we ask to see the gift, then we may be shown gratitude to go beyond wherever we are. When we are looking for gifts, we are looking for healing. And with this willingness, with all our situations of fear and despair will be resolved. We're not being asked to learn lessons of harshness and punishment. We're not being asked to accept situations of pain and abuse. We are asking for the seeing of God's gentle love, gentle guidance, and gentle connection. We're asking to see our higher power walking beside us each step of the way. We're asking to see the gift of going beyond all of our judgments in each situation. The gift of seeing the gift in each situation puts us in touch with the unfoldment of what is most appropriate for us and our happiness. So how do we find the gift in every situation? The South Indian monkey trap. There's an old story about the monkeys in southern India and how they used to create havoc by stealing food from the local villages. So one old man devised a trap to catch the monkeys. He took a coconut, which had been carefully hollowed out on one end, and tied it to a pole on the ground. Some sugary rice and peanuts are then placed inside the coconut through the hollowed out opening, which is just wide enough for the monkey to place its hand in and grab a handful of rice, but too small for it to then remove its clenched fist with the sweet rice and nuts. When he went back to check on it the next day, he found a monkey had come along and discovered the sweet rice and had reached inside the coconut to retrieve the rice and nuts and held them in its fist. Since its fist with the rice and nuts was bigger than the opening in the coconut, the monkey couldn't get his hand out and was stuck. If the monkey had been willing to let go of the rice in his hand, he would have been able to remove his hand from the coconut and run free. The old man wasn't the one to catch the monkey because he had been asleep during the night. In the end, it was the monkey that imprisoned himself due to his unwillingness to let go. I use this metaphor to illustrate how we humans are in some ways a lot like monkeys. We are so busy holding on to our thoughts, beliefs, stories, our lopsided perceptions, our own sweet rice, that we fail to see that it is our stories that keep us stuck in the prison of the mind. We hold on to them so religiously, as if they were thrust upon us by some outside force beyond our control. In reality, it is ourselves that are creating these stories. And so, if we really want to be free, then we must begin to create different stories. Imagine drawing a picture of a ghost and sticking it on the wall of your bedroom. And every night when you enter the bedroom to go to sleep, you see the picture of the ghost and you get a fright. Likewise, we create scary pictures, lopsided perceptions, pictures of things we don't want, or worst case scenarios in our mind every day. But we are free to create different pictures of things we do want, and best case scenarios, anytime we so wish. As we delve deeper into the gift of finding the good in every situation, let's explore two empowering perspectives. The divine order. Every occurrence is an essential part of the divine order, acknowledged by thinkers like Leibniz, Einstein, and St. Augustine. Even in the darkest moments, there are hidden blessings to be discovered. Wise individuals recognize this profound truth and remain calm through life's events, while others fluctuate between highs and lows as they navigate positive and negative experiences on their path to understanding. When you realize that seemingly bad events aren't truly disastrous, and seemingly good events aren't exceptionally phenomenal, you can maintain a quiet gratitude for all that happens. Consider a situation where someone loses their job. Initially, the drawbacks are apparent: financial instability and uncertainty. However, if we explore the potential benefits, we may uncover opportunities for growth, the chance to pursue a different career path, or the development of resilience and new skills. By acknowledging both sides, love and gratitude can emerge, recognizing how this event contributes to personal evolution. Loving what is. The work of Byron Katie is a powerful process of self-inquiry that helps individuals identify and question the thoughts that cause them stress. Through 4 simple yet profound questions and a turnaround, the work guides people to examine the reality of their beliefs and challenge the stories they tell themselves. This process encourages a shift in perspective, leading to greater clarity, peace, and freedom. By turning around these stressful thoughts and exploring their opposites, individuals often find deeper truths and a newfound sense of empowerment, transforming their relationship with themselves and the world around them. Imagine you're walking through the jungle and you come across a snake. You're frozen on the spot. Your heart's pounding. The adrenaline is pumping through your body. But then you manage to take another look and you discover, it's just a piece of rope. You don't let go of the fear and the adrenaline rush. It lets go of you. In the moment you realize what you thought was a snake was a piece of rope, the fear lets go of you. Imagine you're in conflict with a loved one and you have the thought, they should understand me. And this thought creates tension and stress. By applying inquiry, you ask 4 questions and a turnaround. The first question is it true that they should understand you? And the answer to this question is always yes. Second question is, can you absolutely know without a doubt it's true? And the answer, no. We can't know anything without a doubt. How do you react when you believe this thought? How does it make you feel? Comfort or discomfort? Discomfort. How do you treat them? Do you give them the look? Do you raise your voice to try and get your point across? Who would you be without the thought? With the thought, stress. Without the thought, peace. So can you think of one stress-free reason to keep that thought? No. Can you drop the thought and turn it around 180 degrees and find where the exact opposite may be more true? They should understand you becomes, they should not understand me. Turn it around again. I should understand me. And turn it around once more. And I should understand that they don't understand me and may never understand me. And it's none of my business who they understand. Through this process, you may discover that the lack of understanding isn't about them, but reflects your own unmet needs or lack of communication. As this realization unfolds, you find love and gratitude for the relationship as it is, learning and growing from the experience. So it's about embracing a new perspective. Both methodologies guide us to embrace the present fully by recognizing the inherent balance in life's events and questioning stress-inducing beliefs. We can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and love. This mindset fosters gratitude, healing, and a deeper connection to life's journeys. As you encounter life's inevitable ups and downs, you may be inspired to explore these techniques and uncover the gifts hidden within every moment. Last but not least, I want to share a wee bit about the importance of staying in your own business. Several years ago, my wife and I were in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and it was Christmas Eve, and we were having a tour of a neighboring island called North Caicos. And we heard all the singing coming from the church. So we pulled over and entered the church to experience this euphoria. The energy was just incredible. And as I looked around the church walls, I couldn't help but notice there were 11 picture frames hung on the walls. 10 frames on one wall and one frame on a wall by itself. Each of the 10 frames displayed one of the 10 commandments, which is common practice in Christian churches around the world. But I was curious about the 11th frame, and as I got closer, I was able to make out that the writing on the sign below it said, the 11th commandment, the North Caicos commandment. And it said on it, thou shalt not be a busybody. Now, my first reaction to seeing this was to laugh. However, the more I dwelled on the North Caicos commandment, the more I realized just how profound it was. If you think about it, it's the only one you need. As long as you're minding your own business, you're not committing any sins. You see, there are only 3 kinds of business: yours, other people's, and God's. And whenever you're in the latter 2, the universe gives you pain to bring you back to your business. Now let that sink in for a moment. How often do you find yourself in other people's business? How often do you find yourself judging other people, thinking that they should be different? If you're like most people, then the answer is probably quite often. So the next time you feel stressed, hurt, or rejected, ask yourself whose business you're in mentally. Imagine what it would be like if you could stay in your own business. This, of course, takes practice, but little by little, you become free of a great deal of pain. Being mentally in other people's business keeps you from being present in your own. More often than not, people who spend time in other people's business are most probably not at peace within themselves. The only way they can feel good about themselves is by finding fault with others. For some people, it's so much easier to find fault with others than to do their own inner work and take a look at their own shortcomings. Do you struggle to mind your own business? How often have you allowed other people's opinions to stop you from doing something you like, to stop you from pursuing your dreams? Are you allowing other people's opinions of you to determine your future? How often have you ridiculed others simply for having a different viewpoint than you? How often have you caught yourself passing judgment on people you hardly even know, when you don't even know the whole story? If you find yourself in a situation and you're not sure what to do, ask yourself, whose business is it? Yours, other people's, or God's? How I learned to mind my own business. I was walking past the mental hospital the other day, and all the patients were shouting, 13, 13, 13. The fence was too high to see over, but I saw a little gap in the planks. So I looked through to see what was going on, and some idiot poked me in the eye with a stick. Then they all started shouting, 14, 14, 14. So as we bring this little session to a close, I want you to consider as we step into 2025, let us focus on winning for life by seeking balance, nurturing meaningful connections, and aligning with our deepest values. Success, in this broader sense, isn't just about achieving goals, but living a life filled with love, purpose, peace, and connection. It's about living our true, authentic selves. And this approach ensures that we don't just win the race, but also enjoy and enrich the journey. After all, at the end of the day, all life is about relationships. The relationship you have with yourself, the relationship you have with your body, with one another, with the environment, with the cosmos, and with your higher power. And the quality of your relationships is determined by the quality of your thoughts. Thank you all for joining me in this exploration day today. And I'd like to close with an old Celtic blessing, which clearly shows the interconnectedness of the 5 great elements, which according to Ayurveda are the building blocks for everything in creation. May the road rise up to meet you, earth. May the wind be always at your back, air. May the sun shine warm upon your face, fire. And the rains fall soft upon your fields, water. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Space. And may he never clench his fist too tightly. Happy New Year, everyone. Keep living with passion, and remember, the best is yet to come.